Hey guys, all right, this is my matcha tea latte Starbucks redo because I love them so much and they're not so good for me from Starbucks. So I've already heated my water, but I'm gonna give you how I do this. I actually just take a little bit of water and I found an awesome matcha powder, unsweetened, and this is at Costco. So it's really affordable. Now, the true matcha is not that cheap. So this stuff is about $28, but just think about how many matcha tea lattes you get out of this. Tons. All right, considering a Starbucks matcha latte is $5 minimum. All right, I put a teaspoon in my cup of hot water here, and I mix that up and I let it dissolve. All right, this is just pure matcha, guys. This stuff is the bomb, antioxidants, and all the healthy good stuff in it for you, like green tea has. Also, guys, it's really good for helping with weight loss. All right, we're gonna set that aside as it dissolves some more. I've heated up my almond milk. I like to use an unsweetened almond milk. Right today I'm using Silk unsweetened vanilla. It's pretty yummy and there's no sugar in that as well. And I do add a little bit, maybe 2 tablespoons of a creamer, and this is an almond milk creamer. And this has like no sugar in it, this one. So it's a vanilla blend with no sugar in it. And I add a little bit just to add a little, you know, that creamy thickness to it. So I have an old type frother. Some of you guys might have the electric frother. I love this thing. It's like a butter churn. So I put in my hot milk and I'm just gonna froth. So you do a little bit. Oops, spilling a little bit, but that's all right. So I'm gonna do it so it gets a little frothy. Now here's some options. You guys, if you like it a little sweeter and you don't want all the sugar, I don't really use this much, but there's a great stevia brand. You can put about 6 drops in to give it that sweetness if you like it. And if you're a real vanilla person like I am, you can add a little bit more vanilla into it to give it that nice sweet taste. All right, without any of the added sugars. So here I go. I'm spilling a little bit as we go, but I don't care. Getting it nice and frothed. So getting a little bit more foam on the top. Now, I'm not a huge foam person, so I don't like that much of it. But here we go. So once you're done with the frothing, and I've got my tea, I'm actually going to transfer into this nice mug here, so it gives me a little bit more room for the milk. So I'm just going to take my dissolved green tea, pour it in. Now on this one there's still a few little chunks, so I'm just going to let it dissolve a little more. Here you go. And I'm not going to add any of this. You feel free to add it if you like. And this is how I try to take the foam away. I just pour it in slowly into my green tea, like this. And at the very end, I'm gonna let a little bit of it go, so there's a little bit of foam on top. Here you go, guys. All right, so here we go. This is my Starbucks Redo Matcha Tea Latte, and it is so yummy. And it's actually so healthy for you, no sweetener. It doesn't even need it. But remember, I have this added vanilla and added stevia drops if you want a little sweetener, okay? So, guys, you could have 10 of these and it would just blow away the single Starbucks, all right? And you'll save a lot of money. All right, guys, here is remake number 2 of a Starbucks specialty drink. And a favorite of a lot of people's is the Starbucks Chai Tea Latte. Do you know that a grande Chai Tea Latte has 42 grams of sugar and 45 carbohydrates? What is that? That is crazy. So here's the redo. All right, I already have my water boiled and I have this awesome coconut chai that was gifted here. So I like to use a lot of it to make it quite strong. I'm gonna put in a teaspoon and a half of this small little cup here, not a massive mug. And I'm gonna let that steep for a while. I don't have my top on, but I'm just gonna let it sit aside here and steep. Meanwhile, I have my almond milk, which I'm using the Silk Vanilla unsweetened. And of course I use a little almond milk creamer. There's great coconut creamers. They have, you know, a lot of dairy-free creamers that are also sugar-free. This literally has no sugar in it, this Almond Breeze one. So I use a very little, maybe 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons, like I said, just to add an extra creaminess to it. I think that's what sells us, is that creaminess. So anyway, this chai over here has delicious taste, very, very spicy and quite nice. So I'm gonna froth my almond milk and a little bit of the creamer with my old-fashioned butter churn type frother, right? I have it very full, so once again, I'm overflowing. But you guys, you know, there's a little electric frothers you can use, and if you don't really care to froth your milk, I mean, if you're doing it on the stove in a pan, you could actually use a whisk and get a little foamy. I know a lot of people have those nice espresso machines too that create some foam. But I'm just doing that here, frothing a little bit. Getting a little foam going. And actually the hotter the milk, the more the foam you can get. I'm gonna make it the way my husband likes it though. He doesn't like any foam. So here we have our chai tea. It's still steeping a little bit. You guys can use a chai tea bag too. You don't have to go crazy like this and do, you know, all loose leaf tea. So I'm gonna use this lovely Tesla mug. I like the Tesla mug here. I'm just gonna take that and put this over here. I like to use bigger mugs. I'm gonna pour it in here. A little bit of the chai there. And then I'm gonna take my milk, pour it in. I'm trying to be a barista. Ooh, that's too hot for me. Ooh, the cup is hot. And I'm gonna let a little bit of foam go here. And you know what I'm gonna do? Hold on for 1 second, I'm gonna be right back. I'm back. Okay, so a little bit of cinnamon right on top. Make it that your cinnamon chai. All right, all, this is your healthy, sugar-free chai tea latte, dairy-free, sugar-free. You guys, you can't beat it. A special treat. It tastes decadent, but it's actually delish. Wow, and I did not add any of this. These are my go-to sweeteners if you need it. Stevia, and you could also add a little vanilla if you like that vanilla flavor. But guys, this is pretty much the bomb by itself. So enjoy, drink up, and have a healthy chai latte.